सर्ववेदान्त सिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। विवेकचूडामणि श्लोक 191 उपाधि संबंधवशात् परात्मा ह्युपाधि धर्माननुभाति तद्गुणः अयो विकारानविकारिवह्निवत् सदैकरूपोऽपि परस्वभावात्। Paramatma, Atma is a samsari in his own nature. Because of Upadhi sambandha, because of association with the Upadhi, which is known as Tadatmya, identification with the Upadhi, the Paramatma gets Jivatva or Jiva Bhava, the Jiva status. Then the Paramatma is called Jivatma. The Jivatva includes Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva, Paricheda, and Vikara, modifications. In the previous two shlokas, the author explained how the Atma gets Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva, and Paricheda. Now, another attribute of Jivatva, Vikara, modifications. The Atma is Nirviakara, free from all changes, free from all modifications. Because of the association with Upadhi, the Atma seems to have Vikara, seems to have modifications. Paratma, see the verse, first line, Upadhi sambandhavashat paratma. Paratma, Paramatma. Atma is Paramatma. Go to the final quarter. Sadaika rupopi paraswabhavat. Swabhavat, in its own nature, the Atma is sada ekarupaha, always uniform. Ekarupaha. Eka means one, uni, rupa form, uniform. Always. That means free from modifications. Paraha transcends all modifications. Swabhavat ekarupaha and paraha. In its own nature, it does not have any modification. And any external agent cannot cause modification in Atma because Atma is paraha, transcends all modifications. Therefore, no external agent can cause a real modification in the Atma. Yet, Upadhi sambandhat, Upadhi sambandhavashat, because of Upadhi sambandha, because of the association with Upadhi, because of tadatmya with the Upadhi, the Atma seems to have the attributes of the Upadhi and the modifications of the Upadhi. Upadhi dharman anu, the Atma seems to have the Upadhi dharma. The Upadhi dharmas are superimposed on the Atma. They do not belong to the Atma. They are superimposed on the Atma. Just like the red color of a hibiscus flower is superimposed on a crystal. Upadhi dharman anu, following the Upadhi dharmas, taking on the Upadhi dharma as it were. Tad gunaha bhati, Atma seems to have the attributes of the Upadhi. When the Upadhi undergoes changes, the Atma seems to undergo changes. When the Upadhi moves, the Atma seems to be moving. A beautiful example, reflection of the moon on a water. When the water shakes, the moon also seems to be shaking. If you move the water, the moon also seems to be moving. The author gives another example. Ayovikaran avikarivanhivat. To understand this example, we should go to a blacksmith's workshop. The blacksmith heats up the metal, iron piece, iron rod, and it becomes red hot. Then the fire also seems to have the shape of the iron rod. If the iron rod is a cube, cubical in shape, the fire also gets cubical shape. Then the blacksmith hammers the red hot iron and changes its shape. He makes a knife out of it, or he makes a bolt out of it. Then the fire also seems to have the shape of a knife or a bolt or a spear or rectangle, square, and so on. But the fire itself does not have a form. It takes the form of its container, the iron. The iron is like a upadhi for the fire. Avikari vanhi. Vanhi is avikari, does not really change, does not have a shape. Yet ayovikaran anu tadrupaha bhati. It follows ayovikara. It follows the modifications of the iron and appears to have the respective shape. Thus, the author explained how association with Vijnanamaya Kosha makes us a jiva. And if we are jiva, we are samsari. If there is jivatva, there is problem also. All problems associated with the jivatva, they are collectively called samsara or samsaritva. (192) Shishya uvacha भ्रमेणाप्यन्यथा वास्तु जीवभावः परात्मनः तदुपाधेरनादित्वात् नानादेर्नाश इष्यते. This is Shishya uvacha. The words of Shishya. We should remember that Vivekachudamani is a dialogue between Guru and Shishya. Guru is teaching the Shishya. Then the Shishya gets a question. Based on what the Guru has taught so far. Guru is discussing Vijnanamaya Kosha. Vijnanamaya Kosha is an Upadhi. The Atma is essentially free from samsara. Because of the association with Upadhi, the Atma becomes a samsari. The Guru had also told that the association with the Upadhi, Tadatmya with the Upadhi, is a Brahma, is a mistake, Brahma or Bhranti. If the association with the Upadhi is a Brahma or Bhranti, then the Jivatva is also a Bhranti, a Brahma. If Jivatva is a Brahma, even Samsaritva is a Brahma. This much has been already conveyed. On this, Shishya gets a question. Shishya remembers a point which the Guru had told earlier. Vijnanamaya Kosha is anadi. It has no beginning. If Vijnanamaya Kosha does not have a beginning, the Shishya does some reasoning, his own reasoning. If it does not have a beginning, it should not have an end also. Because if something doesn't have a beginning, it should not have end also. A simple reasoning. If the Vijnanamaya Kosha does not have an end, then the Upadhi Sambandha also has no end. As long as there will be Upadhi, there will be Sambandha with the Upadhi also. Therefore, the Jivatva also will not have an end. The Jivatva will also continue eternally. If Jivatva has no end, then Samsara also won't have an end. Samsara will become endless. If Samsara is endless, there cannot be moksha. Because moksha is the end of samsara. Therefore, Shishya gets a doubt. How can there be moksha? If the Vijnanamaya Kosha is anadi, how can there be moksha? The Shishya puts across his question in these two verses. भ्रमेण अपि अन्यथा वास्तु जीवभावः परात्मनः परात्मनः जीवभावः the jiva bhava jivatva of Paramatma, whether it is because of Brahma or whether it is anyatha, without Brahma, means real. It makes no difference, because even if it is because of Brahma, if it is endless, how can there be moksha? Therefore, whether it is because of Brahma or whether it is not because of Brahma, it makes no difference. Why it makes no difference? The Shishya explains, Tadupadher anaditvat, Tadupadhehe, Atmanaha upadhehe anaditvat. The Upadhi of Atma is anadi. It doesn't have a beginning. Vijnanamaya Kosha has no beginning. And logically, if it doesn't have a beginning, it should not have an end also. Nanader nasha ishyate, anadehe nashaha na ishyate. The anadi cannot have nasha. It doesn't have end. It does not have destruction. Shishya continues his doubt. Atasya jiva bhavopi nitya bhavati samsritihi na nivarteta tanmokshaha katham me shri guru vada. Ataha asya jiva bhavopi na nivartate. Ataha, therefore, if Upadhi does not have an asha, if Upadhi does not have an end, Upadhi sambandha also will not have end. Therefore, Jiva Bhava also will not have end. Ataha, therefore, referring to Upadhi Nasha Abhavat, Asya Jiva Bhavaha api, the Jiva Bhava of this Atma also na nivarteta. We have to supply na nivarteta. It will not come to an end. In that case, samsara also will not have end. Nitya bhavati samsritihi. Samsara will become nitya. Na nivarteta. Samsritihi na nivarteta. Samsara will not go away. Therefore, moksha will not come. If samsara doesn't go away, moksha cannot come. Therefore, Shishya is worried. Tan moksha katham me tat tasmat. Therefore, me moksha katham. How can I get moksha? Sri Guru, O Guru, Vada, please tell me, how can I get moksha? Because what you have said so far, it seems impossible. Shri Guru Ruvacha. Now Guru speaks. Guru answers Shishya's doubt. Samyak prishtan tvaya vidvan savadhanena tachranu प्रामाणिकी न भवति भ्रांत्या मोहित कल्पना. Shishya, Guru appreciate the Shishya for asking a genuine question. Hey Vidwan, oh Vidwan, Guru is calling the Shishya. Shishya is a Vidwan, a learned person. Tvaya samyak prishtam. You have asked a good question. Savadhanena tachranu. Please listen to the answer with proper attention. Savadhanena, with attention, with focus. Shrinu, please listen to the answer. Pramaniki na bhavati bhrantya mohita kalpana. As I have told earlier, the Upadhi sambandha, tadatmya with the Upadhi, is a Bhranti. It is a mistake. It is not real. It is superimposed. And a Bhranti is not Pramaniki. It is not real. The Upadhi Sambandha is not real. Therefore, the Jivatva caused by Upadhi Sambandha is also not real. Therefore, your samsara is not real. This itself is a relief to understand that samsara is not real. itself is a great relief. Just like you see a rope and someone says it is a, sorry, you see a snake, there is a rope and you see a snake, you are frightened, then someone tells you it is not a snake, then you get a relief knowing that your perception of snake was just a delusion, a mistake, itself is a relief. When you go to a doctor, you think you have some real problem, so you go to a doctor, you see some symptoms, fever and a cold, you go for COVID test, fearing that you have COVID. And the test result is negative. Then you breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, I have no COVID. That is a great relief. Likewise, to understand samsara is bhranti, itself is a relief. Bhrantya mohita kalpana. Mohita kalpana. The superimposition of an ignorant person, which is caused by bhranti. Bhrantya mohita kalpana. Pramaniki na bhavati. It is not pramaniki. It is not real. You do not have real samsara. Bhrantim vinatva sangasya निष्क्रियस्य निराकृतेः न घटेतार्थसम्बन्धो नभसो नीलतादिवत्. How can you say my samsara is a bhranti? How can you say it is not real? The Guru gives a reason. The Atma is asanga in its own nature. Asanga, Nishkriya and Nirakriti. Asanga does not get associated with anything. There cannot be a true relation of Atma with anything in the world. Asangaha. And Nishkriyaha, free from activities, free from modifications. Nirakritihi, free from all forms. Asangasya nishkriyasya nirakratehe. This kind of Atma cannot get associated with anything in reality. Any association happens when there are attributes and when there is action. Atma is nishkriya and nirakriti. No attributes, no forms, and no action. Therefore, asangaha, nishkriyasya and nirakritehe give two reasons why Atma is asangaha. Asangasya atmanaha भ्रांतिं विना अर्थ संबंधः न घटेत. Without Bhranti, Atma cannot have association with any object. Artha sambandha. Arthena saha sambandha. Association with any object is not possible. Na ghateta. Logically not possible. A true relation cannot be logically explained. Therefore, the relation has to be because of Bhranti, a superimposed relation. An example, Nabhasaha Neelatadivat, just like the blue color of the sky. Nabhasaha Akashasya Neelatadivat, blueness, etc. The Akasha, space, has no color. You know that very well. Yet, the space appears blue. The sky appears blue. How is it possible? You know very well that logically a real color is not possible. Therefore, you understand that it is a projected color, a superimposed color. It is a Bhranti. स्वस्य द्रष्टुर्निर्गुणस्य क्रियस्य प्रत्यग्बोधानन्दरूपस्य बुद्धेः भ्रान्त्या प्राप्तो जीवभावो न सत्यः मोहापाये नास्त्यवस्तु स्वभावात्. If my samsara is because of Bhranti, then when will the samsara disappear? The samsara will disappear when my Bhranti disappears. Let's understand this with an example. The rope snake. The snake is projected because of my Bhranti, because of my erroneous cognition. When will the snake go away? The snake which is caused by Bhranti, the snake which is superimposed by Bhranti, does not need a real removal. I don't have to take a stick and drive away the snake. Then how to remove it? I should remove my Bhranti. I should remove my mistake. I should remove my wrong perception. Then the snake is gone. Likewise, my samsara is because of Bhranti. Bhrantya kalpitaha samsara. Kalpitaha, superimposed by Bhranti. It goes away as soon as my Bhranti goes. Bhranti nashe kalpitasya samsarasya nasha. Bhranti sattve kalpitasya samsarasya sattvam. When there is Bhranti, the samsara will exist. When there is removal of Bhranti, Bhranti nashi, samsarasya nasha. Swasya drashtur nirgunasya kriyasya. The author explains further how the Atma cannot have true samsara. How the Atma cannot have real samsara. Swasya drashtuhu. The author gives many reasons why a real samsara is not possible. Drashtuhu. This is reason number one. All these are hetu garbha visheshana, an adjective which justifies something, an adjective which acts as a hetu, a reason. It justifies how Atma is asamsari in its own swarupa. And therefore, a real samsara is not possible. Drashtuhu. Atma is a drashta. Drashta means a sakshi, witness, witness of everything. and the witness does not get affected by the witnessed. Sakshi does not get affected by the Sakshya. Just like the sun does not get affected by the world that it illumines. Nirgunasya, another reason, Atma is nirgunaha. Only Saguna can have samsara. Nirguna cannot have samsara, and nirguna cannot have association also. Akriyasya, it is free from kriya, free from actions. Pratyak bodhananda rupasya, it is pratyak, innermost. Innermost should not be understood spatially. Innermost means it cannot be objectified. Anything objectified is outside. The Atma, being the Chaitanya, it is the innermost. Bodha, consciousness. Chaitanya, Ananda Rupasya, it is Ananda Rupa. Ananda in nature. Essentially nothing but Ananda. Therefore, it cannot have dukkha. And samsara involves dukkha. All these adjectives explain the asamsaritva of the Atma. Buddhehe bhrantya praptaha jiva bhavaha. The jiva bhava comes into effect because of buddhehe bhranti, because of the identification with the buddhi, buddhi tadatmya, and it is bhranti. It brings about jiva bhavaha. And since it is a bhranti, na satyaha, jiva bhavaha na satyaha. The jiva status is not real. And if it is not real, you don't have to remove it in real terms. An unreal problem does not need a real solution. Jiva bhavaha na satyaha. Then how to remove it? Remove the bhranti. Just remove your false notion. Just remove your mistake in perception. Mohapaye nasti avastu swabhavat. Avastu and Swabhavat are two different words. Swabhavat avastu. If it is avastu, unreal in nature, Swabhavat, then mohapaye nasti. It does not exist when the moha, Bhranti, is gone. When the delusion is gone, the object is also gone. Therefore, to be free from samsara, one should get rid of one's bhranti or brahma, the false knowledge. How will bhranti go away? Bhranti is caused by ajnana, ignorance. Ajnana gives rise to bhranti. Therefore, to remove the bhranti, one should remove the ajnana. How to remove the ajnana? Jnana. How to get jnana? We should listen to Vivekachudamani. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.